Yeah, so as I was saying last time, this level made me think of Star Wars because there's that section of Star Wars where Luke gets like I don't know thrown out with the garbage at the bottom of the cloud city, and I always thought that like the hanging out at the bottom of the airbase felt really similar to that. There's a giant ring over here. There has to be. There's not. What the hell? Whoa, this is new. So there's like garbage pits that will magnetically attract me? That's neat. Anyway, I always just thought it was exactly like that for some reason. Okay. Yeah, as a little kid, I actually thought that Star Wars was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen in my entire life. I don't know. I have not seen any of the new Star Wars movies. They don't really strike me as being particularly like I must watch them. Especially after, you know, the prequels didn't exactly sell me on the potential for Star Wars past the 70s. But I had like all the special editions and stuff like that, and I had like the versions that like everyone hates where George Lucas is like throwing in all this like unnecessary garbage on top of his movies, and you know, I like the part where Han Solo was talking to Jabba the Hutt, and he stepped on Jabba the Hutt's tail, and Jabba the Hutt was like, "Whoa!" I remember that part very vividly. I remember it because I was just like, "That's clearly not a human being. How did they like make the special effects like do that?" Where it was so convincing that it was Jabba the Hutt being like a real thing as opposed to just a person that was in some sort of suit. But, what the hell? I want to go to the left. If I hold the left, do I go to the left? Aha! That's exactly how the system works. If I hold the right, I go to the right. And I want to go up here. And that didn't work. Well, let's just go to the right. I hope I... Where are the big rings? I haven't seen any in a while. Huh. I would hate to have missed a whole bunch. But I know that there are something on the order of like 18 or so rings, maybe even more. I'm not entirely sure. I should probably look that up at some point. I don't know. I actually don't mind even just playing through this game a second time where I've like spoiled the whole thing for myself and I can just ace it all. I would almost consider like learning how to speedrun this game if I had the time to do it, but I don't. So, well, that's fine. I can go ahead and screw this up. That's fine. That went really badly for me. Whoopsie doodles. That was horrid. Well, bye, Tails. He's dead forever. I Yoshi'd Tails. Well. That's fine. He'll be fine. That's why I got a bunch of Tails clones, right? I'm just picturing, I don't know. I'm just picturing, like, for whatever reason, when I said I Yoshi'd Tails, and I can't get this sight out of my head, I just pictured, like, Sonic riding Tails like a Yoshi, and, something about that felt really wrong, and I couldn't quite put my finger on it. But, you know, sometimes you don't have to put your finger on things. Just let it be. The hell? The hell? I couldn't move to the left there. I thought like, all of a sudden it was in like a Castlevania Simon's Quest type of situation where it was like, well, you gotta go over here and then kneel before Zod, and then that will let you, like, go to where you want to go. Oh, wow. Really solid invincibility. I made that one real worth. I got exactly out of everything I could have possibly asked for out of it. Are these gonna come back? Okay, they're timing, not crumbly platforms. They're good. There we go. I don't know if there's any purpose for me to come up here, but I did because it looked interesting, and hopefully I get myself a big old ringy ring to run into. Meh. I mean, worst comes to worst, I can, like, you can basically cheat in this game by abusing that thing I was talking about earlier where it doesn't, let's talk about that real quick. But first, I'm going to finish my point. You can basically cheat in this game because of the way that the saves work. They can let you can restart levels in the middle of them, and that will let you, like, redo Chaos Emerald stages, and it'll let you redo the bonus level stages over and over again. And it's super duper cheaty, and I may do it at some point. We'll see. But yes, let me talk about something that really frustrates the hell out of me in video games. I hate it when you're playing when you're playing a good video game. You got your woman on your shoulder or whatever, and you're chilling out with your controller, and the game. You're playing the game. You're doing really good, and shit's going really great for you, and then you wind up in a section where the game auto controls the segment for you. The hell was that? Nice. Okay. I hate it when a game auto controls a segment for you, and like what it will do is if you're moving to like the left on the screen or something. Okay, how should I say this? Oh, that is mean. Oh, that's mean. That was a crock of bullshit. Let me tell ya. Okay. I'm cool, I'm calm and collected. Okay, here's what happens if I go down here? What the hell? I thought the game would. Oh right, I got suckered up because of the lightning. I didn't get suckered up because of anything else. Okay. Anyway, I hate it when you're chilling with the girl, you're playing a video game, and then the game will like send you on like a loop-de-loop or something, and you go from you're heading towards the left to heading towards the right, and the game will just like if you switch like which direction you're holding on the D-pad, it decelerates you. Because like my intuition states, my character is currently going to the left. I should flip to holding the like left direction on the D-pad or the joystick. And if I do that, the game is taking control away from me. So what will happen is it will have temporarily flipped like left and right controls, and it will result in me dying. Or like decelerating and falling off the thing and stuff like that. It's really frustrating. And that's actually why I can't get into the Super Mario Galaxy games as much as I would like to, because that happens in them constantly. Of course, it makes sense for that to happen in Super Mario Galaxy because they are constantly making you go upside down and stuff like that. But in a game like this, like, I don't know. I really hate that. I guess it's just... my reaction times are too good. I'm too good at playing video games, so when the video game goes poorly, it's not my fault. Yes, that makes sense. We'll stick with that sort of logic. I believe that we can all agree that that is a perfectly reasonable assessment of the situation. Okay, I am lost. Do I go here? Yes. Okay, we need to collect these rings. 43 rings. 42 rings and 6 blue bobbly bobblies. Oh, I see how I screwed that up. I was supposed to collect them on the edges. Well, whatever. We still did reasonably well enough. Cool. Yeah, anyway. Like I said, I am the game master, and everybody needs to recognize my absolute game-itude there. Uh-oh. Okay, so I need to bounce off these guys and hit the boss, or I can screw it up. Come on, come on, come on. Okay, the other thing I can do is use tails And Tails can, like... Oh, I can also just hit this guy. As the trash gets compacted, the trash becomes higher, and then it's easier to kill him. Wow, this is a pit full of dead robots. It's a pit full of the things that have been killing this whole time. Cool. Like how this time ring and cool bonus. What's cool bonus, you may ask? I haven't a clue. I almost died going to the left because the game suddenly put the thing in front of my front of Sonic, and I wasn't able to look forth. I wonder what the origin of saying Sonic is. I'm gonna guess 4chan, but I don't really know. Yeah, either that or yeah, it must be like a 4chan thing. That's wherever. Anytime I don't know like the origin of some internet culture thing, I just immediately assume it must be a 4chan thing. Cool. Kind of morbid. Yeah, you could say that about a pit full of dead things. No matter what the context. Probably a little bit on the morbid side. Just sub. Thank you for the sub. Cool. One thing I always thought was really, really awesome about Sonic was the fact that wow, that's kind of neat. This stage feels completely new, but I'm not sure if that's true or not. I like that there was... What the hell are those? Chickens? Those enemies better be called something weird and like old school video gamey, like a Sanders Revenge or something. Don't know. Oh. Anyway, I always liked that in Sonic, the Act 2 music was like the Act 1 music, but like more. And I always thought that that was like a cool way to make the levels thematically feel like the same and also like amp up the stakes. My favorite example of that comes from Sonic and Knuckles, where you get like the first level is like it's all nice and you're on like this beautiful little island, and then like a robot comes and sets the whole damn world on fire. That's also Sonic 3, not Sonic and Knuckles, but still. A robot appears, sets the entire world on fire, and then like the world becomes completely red and stuff, and it looks awesome. And I always thought that was really, really cool as a kid. And that raises another point. I cannot tell you what's in Sonic 3 versus what's in Sonic and Knuckles. To my mind, they are the exact same game, and they're just one long continuation of each other. I bought them both at the same time, so my nostalgia is like all balled up in one little gooey ball of gross gooey balls. That could have been a little smoother. Anyway, yeah, so I always liked that about Sonic, and recently, you know, this has all put me in like kind of a cool old school type of mood. So I was also listening to like the Freedom Planet soundtrack and stuff like that, and they do the same thing. And I'm kind of curious to actually play some Freedom Planet at some point, but I don't know. It's kind of an older game, so maybe we'll see. All right, let's not screw this up at all. Gonna screw it up right now, and oh no, here it comes. Nope, we're fine. I kind of wish they had more bonus soundtracks, or bonus songs. They should have like 3. That would be the best. That was kind of weird. Did anyone see that, or have I not been paying attention? The blue spheres turn, like, translucent before they turn red. Oops, I kind of screwed this up. My frame rate's a little bit freaking out. So there's something to be said for this game, and that is that it performs like ass. This game has a lot of technical problems. Every time I sit down to record it, I have to spend usually about 5 to 10 minutes just fighting it to get it to work. This game actually was pretty notorious on release because of the fact that it came with a lot of shitty DRM that like broke people's computers and made a lot of people really upset. And I totally understand that, because DRM sucks. DRM is like the worst thing to deal with because it's like inherently anti-consumer. By definition, it has to be. So it's like it's like this thing. you buy this thing and it comes with a game that intentionally makes it worse, and it makes your computer worse in the most extreme cases, and that sucks. And this game had a particularly bad case of the DRMs when it came out, because a lot of people weren't able to get the game to launch due to issues with the DRM that came with it. They patched it out, and by the time I actually started playing this game, that issue had been resolved. So it wasn't anything that I care about, so, you know, whatever. But, ugh. DRM's annoying. Just, you know, buy stuff through Steam. And then you don't have to, like, let that be your DRM, I guess. Steam's not great either, but, better than DRM.